Exchange Day themselves gives us a huge opportunity because it kind of brings all the local authorities together. It brings a lot of adopters together as well, you know, in one place. And part of that is about kind of preparing adopters as well. So some of these situations that the children are in are quite difficult. They're quite difficult stories. And to help adopters who are coming along to these, we kind of have information days where we'll talk to them about maybe the emotional impact that they're going to feel when they come in. Because it can be quite harrowing to see all these children kind of almost photoshopped in terms of kind of boards that are up. And some adopters will say it's almost like shopping for children, and it's quite difficult for them emotionally.
The social workers responsible for children get the opportunity to come to an event, to bring the foster carers who know the children well, and to meet prospective adopters who are interested in a range of different children, to get a sense of what the adopters themselves could offer, which may be different from what is evident in terms of the paperwork or the profiles of the adopters.
Myself, I've been involved through one of the adopters that I had worked with previously. I think she was involved in one of the first exchange days, and very successfully from that exchange day she successfully has adopted a child who was much older than her initial registration, and she was saying that the chemistry or the initial link was made from seeing a picture of her now daughter, and that's been a really positive progress.
I think part of what we're looking for from the adoption exchange day is that face-to-face contact and being able to tell the child's story and talk about her, the positive things that she would bring to placement, as well as some of the issues that she would bring into placement.
Generally when you're family finding, it's all either done by email or it's done on the phone, so you don't really get a chance to speak to the adopters, or the adopters don't really get this chance to speak to workers. And I think it gives that face-to-face, you know, when you're talking with adopters, and sometimes the social workers here and sometimes the foster carers are here, and it just brings those children to life.
It's been a good opportunity. We've had a chance to speak to some potential adopters that are interested, that have picked up profiles. We've found out information about the adopter, as well as them finding out information about our children.
And I think it's even harder when they're here, looking at the stories and seeing the pictures as well, because it's not normally as part of that process we would show photographs, because I think adopters make that connection right away with the children, so it's harder to kind of disconnect from them. So we try and help them prepare for that, because it's quite an emotional journey for them. So that's probably one of the things I would say in preparation for anybody that's coming along.
It is a difficult thing, because you do feel like you're promoting, well, you are promoting children, the needs of children, but also I think it's holding on to the fact that you know, moving forward towards permanency is going to support the child throughout his or her life.
I think it's an essential element of the adoption, because it puts a face to the name of the child. It makes it human, and that's what we need to do, so that people are aware of managing their expectations. I think, you know, the children who are out there, the children that they could be matched with, and you're aware when people walk in that sometimes they look a bit sort of starstruck, because you realise that it's occurring to them that they may very well be looking at their son or daughter.
Yeah, I've been at exchange days before family finding, and find them a really useful process. I think initially people are quite daunted coming into the hall wherever the exchange days are held. It can be quite overwhelming initially to find, you know, all the pictures and information about children, but I think it's a really successful and useful process. It's another way that we do family finding now. It's provided a lot of opportunities for adopters and their workers, and also family finders.
It just broadens the options for the children, and at the moment we don't have any adopters who are waiting for placements, but again, for adopters it would broaden the possibilities for them as well.
I think the benefits is that you're, rather than being on Linkmaker and virtually contacting people, you have the benefit of human interaction, so you can just see other workers and get a sense of what the adopters and the children are really like, rather than the paper person. You get like the real person.
We probably generate maybe 10, 15 inquiries, you know, from these activity days, and maybe 1 or 2 of these will turn out to be real connections. And I think, you know, when we've been looking for families for some of these children for a year and a half, so you know, to get the level of inquiry is really good, and to get the actual interest, you know, that generates a possible match, is just as good as well. So we do work hard with that, yeah.
We're along here really to support our members. All the local authorities in Scotland and the voluntary agencies are our members, and they'll ask for professional advice in terms of the legal information that they want, and sometimes adoptive parents will ask me some information.
Almost universally, people say that was a really useful thing to have done, and I'm really pleased that helped us in the process of deciding what is the best possible link or match for us.
A good outcome for her, you know, a stable family for life is really what we're looking for.